Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Tuesday, April 7th, 2020. I want to take a minute to show you how to navigate through your Pearson assignment for today. So you have 10 questions, and we're going to be practicing what we did yesterday where we multiplied two fractions together. Okay, so for this question, it looks like it has a lot of extra stuff that we have to do. But really, all we're doing is just filling in the blanks with information we already have. So for instance here, we see that our problem is 3/7 times 1/6. So here I do 3 times 1. So over here, it's just telling me to rewrite that. My first step is to do 3 times 1, which equals 3. Down here, I'm doing 7 times 6. So I'm going to rewrite that in this part, 7 times 6. So what is 7 times 6? Well, 7 times 6 is 42. Okay, so that means my answer to 3/7 times 1/6 is 3 over 42. But as we remember from yesterday, you want to simplify your answers so they're in their reduced form. And it's sort of doing that over here for you. It's saying that they divided something out of 42 to get 14. And you might need to pick up some paper and a pencil and figure out, well, what would you multiply 14 by to get 42? So you know 14 times 1 is 14. If you did 14 times 2, you would get 28. And if you did 14 times 3, you would see that you would get 42 exactly. So that means here you're doing 42 divided by 3 equals 14. So that means you need to do the same thing here. 3 divided by 3 would equal 1. Okay, and we can check our answer, and we're good. Okay, so we'll hit next. And you have a few problems that follow this order where you're going to fill in the missing blanks, you're going to get a fraction, and you may need to simplify that fraction. Okay, for instance, this one, it looks like your answer is going to be your already simplified answer, so you don't need to do that additional step. Okay, I'm going to skip forward a little bit. Okay, so after those few problems where you're going step by step, there's going to be just some problems like this, like you saw yesterday. I do not think you need to simplify these in order to get the correct answer, but you should still be trying to simplify in order to make sure that you are practicing that skill. Okay, if you are still stuck on that skill, make sure to watch my video on simplifying fractions, and you can find that on my website. Okay, so you just have a few problems where you're going to go through, solve them. Okay, for this problem, remember we learned yesterday that this word of can be replaced with a multiplication sign. When you say 1/4 of 4/9, it's the same thing as saying 1/4 times 4/9. So don't let that confuse you. You're still multiplying here. Okay. If you ever need help on a question, there is a button up here called Question Help, and you can click View an Example, and it will walk you through step by step on how to solve this problem. So first starts by saying, let's estimate that the product will be less than 1. You hit Continue, and it walks you through step by step on how you go about solving not this specific problem, but a different problem. So it gives you an idea on how to solve it. So you can walk through there, and it will help you to solve the problem. Okay? So use that tool for help if you need it. All right, and of course, if you need any help throughout your assignment, please feel free to email me, and you can also sign up for a live Zoom lesson, and I can try to help you as much as I can. All right?